Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend out there. Extra long break from me. We did not do streams Wednesday and Friday last week. So missed you guys a bit. Back to do it again now, though. Just getting the space set up again after the long weekend. What you guys getting up to this week? I am going to get up to something new. I haven't decided exactly what yet. I just turned in a big release this last week, and it was met with an immediate order of, I don't even know, like a good 15 titles at least. Including a 9-part series. So there's a fair bit more to dig into. Want to kind of introduce this recurring question over the next couple of weeks, probably, of if there was to be a return of an OhmLab video course or series, sound design centric, what would you hope the focus would be? Yeah, that's the initial question. Saf, you are here playing with your new tape machine. Piccolo Black is here. Welcome in, Piccolo. Saf, thank you for the sub too. Appreciate you, homie. 55 months. 55 months. Man, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of this weirdness. That is this morning's little modular creation. So you are over there playing with a new tape looper, recorder, mixer. I'm eager to hear some of your results. And yeah, dealing with tape and slicing tape and all of that was a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of benefits that come in working that come with working in the modern age in a DAW. Absolutely. There's a lot of things that I don't really want to go back to. Today, what are we working on today? It's not going to be weapon sounds. Maybe some feedback. Yeah, really unsure as to what I want to do. I do know that there are like a list of packs that are in demand right now. So I can, if I want to, I can just pick one of those and go. Where am I going here? I'm going here. Let's see. Oh, nope. There we go. Atmospheres, Brahms, creature vocals, downshifters, epic trailer hits, Foley, sound effects, impacts, pads, reverses, rhythmic toppers, stingers, sub-booms, sub-rumbles, suckbacks, swells, textures, whooshes. Whew, an entire sci-fi series. I have a lot of stuff that we could start on today. So it really just kind of comes down to what we're feeling inspired to do, and we add to that the complexity that we haven't released anything for the community yet in a while, and we need to do that. So I kind of feel like that should probably be prioritized above these other things. And then it just comes down to, well, what in the world is it going to be then? You know, what kind of sounds are we going to make? So what kind of sounds do you want, guys? We have a dialogue pack that's close. But I'm thinking something musical. Something fun. We could do another art pack, which we haven't done in a while. We could do... let's see. Let's go over here. Let's click into here and see exactly what we've released. I know there's constant outpouring for more trinkets, a second volume of trinkets. There's also been quite a bit of requests for another modular kit, like clouds. I think I want to do something a bit more musical this time. We could do a double effort where we are working on some presets and bouncing some loops along the way, some one-shots and loops, and just have like a general companion pack to some new presets. Might be the way to go. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do we do it in now? We just fire up something new inside of Serum, you think? Start making some weirdness? Maybe some awesomeness? Let's turn off this weird background noise here. And we'll just dive into something fresh. We'll just delete these, I think. Yeah? Yeah, we'll just delete these. I don't think we really need them. Software instrument, sure. And let's go for Serum. Although, you know what I'm actually really more interested in working in right now, maybe, is pigments. Just to simply explore the granular stuff and the arpeggiator a bit more. In fact, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Let's fire up pigments. And we'll make... Whoa! What in the world? Pigments just opened up on this other screen at like 800%. It's wild. All right, that should be able to be seen by you guys. I still have a couple instances of thermal on here. I like that little waver in there. All right, so if we're going to make something new, what shall it be? Something kind of fun, right? Let's make a new weird granular pack, shall we? Let's make something interesting. We did dip into this a couple of weeks ago when they announced the new physical modeling or modal engine and the scan update to the granular engine, etc. See if we can find what we started there. I do wish the UI was different in so many ways. All right, so we are going to, maybe we'll just dip into some of these that we started making, and we'll make some from scratch as well. See where it takes us. Got evolving pad, atmosphere, right pad, machines, bells, heavenly bells. What are these all about? I don't remember. I do like these little bells. Maybe we could make something more with these little bells here. I need to learn how to route my macros here. But first, let's finish dialing in our effects, and then we can dial those back and bring them back in with a more intelligent approach with our macros here. All right, so let's see here. Macro 1. Make this attack here. All right, and let's make the second one our oscillator balance. So we'll say 2 gets assigned to our output over here. We'll just call this one layer. All right, I'm going to take this and also introduce more noise as this comes up as well. It's a little brighter. Maybe even a bit brighter still. All right, and let's play with these effects a little bit. Let's make that macro 4. So maybe what we'll do is we'll bring down our dry wet a bit. Just back up here. I'm going to add just a little bit more bit shift delay here. Yeah, this is a crystal level in a video game. Played some fair bit of Minecraft over the the break with my kiddo, so my head is in a bit of a Minecraft space, I think. I feel like maybe the size of the pluck should change just a little bit as we bring the attack out. So maybe what we do is we bring our main amp envelope in a bit. So from 2.17 to maybe 1 second or just a bit under, and then we take our macro number 1 and we take it back up to somewhere in that realm. And now the sustain, I feel, can probably also so we bring the sustain down a bit more, and then we'll just bring that up with that same macro again. Okay, so we'll just rename this one shape, and I think we're going to put a little flutter in there as well. So all of this kind of stuff starts to kind of bloom out of this one pluck here. Oops. This guy. Okay, so to achieve that, we can go back into synth here, and on our main guy, maybe the second guy, we'll put in a little flutter of some kind. Let's put it into filter 1, maybe? Let's think about this. Yeah, it could be in this main layer here, this triangle. All right, so if we're going to do that, then that means we're going to need an LFO. Think we have anything on LFO1 yet? Trigger, fade, phase, polarity. Where is my auxiliary control for mapping LFO function through macros? How do I accomplish that in pigments? Symmetry, waveform, rate, trigger resource, fade, phase, polarity, but there's no output. Anybody know how I can aux control an LFO output through macro control in pigments? Unsure. Sure. Let's see. Let's to the Googles. Let's just go see what's happening here. All right. So we're saying Arturia pigments, right? And we want to do right, so we're looking for Arturia pigments, aux LFO, macro control. Oh, you could do mod vibrato with the mod wheel. But that would be on the entirety. Oh, and that's for massive. Oh, it could be a side chain. Is there a side chain function here? I don't know that there is. Unknown, how you doing? Happy Monday to you. I am currently running a search to see if I can find out if it's possible to set up aux control of LFOs through a macro inside of pigments. And I'm not sure that I can. There's got to be a way. I mean, there's the fade function, but then the vibrato would just persist. There's got to be a way to do this. It's not going to be through a combinator. I'm not sure. Let's just look through. Let's look at this a different way. Is there an aux LFO capability? New hidden features 1 day ago. I'm not actually seeing this ability, so I'm gonna stop looking. Just that one little thing makes me want to use a different synth entirely. What to do, what to do. I think I might. Let's go ahead and save this guy where we are. Save it. And I think we'll just load up a new track and we'll switch synths. More people are using Serum still anyway, so. It's just unfortunate because I had some ideas that I wanted to explore, but if we can't be as flexible as we should be, then it's just going to be frustrating. So we'll do some granular stuff in the post-process of some sounds. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. All right, so let's figure out what kind. Do I try Massive at all? Yeah. I've done quite a bit of work in Massive. Oh, Massive X, your message is saying we should actually do a new pack for Massive X. It's just that it ends up being such an intimidating synth for so many people that a lot of people don't actually explore a lot of the macros and stuff set up. People are more likely to buy samples that have been bounced out of it. Yeah. But it is an absolutely lovely, lovely synth. Listen to that saw. All right, so last time we loaded up Massive, we actually played around in some of the presets for first time in a while. I don't think we're going to spend much time in the presets today. Just going to look and see what exactly was added in the last update. Sure which one is the newest. I think it might be this one for me. No, and it's always fun when you get something new with a new toy, right? Yeah. So if you didn't play around with the original Massive, this might seem just like super overwhelming at first, but there are some ties to the original synth. Like if you dig into just the wavetable menu, you start to recognize some of these guys. And some of it is entirely new. I'm just swapping out these wavetables here. It's got like a Blade Runner kind of a vibe going. This noise is kind of where's that coming from? Oh, I'm starting to have an idea. For a release because I would like to dig into something for community release before we dig into the next big bunch of stuff, because it's going to be a bunch of stuff. Hey, who wants access to the new marketplace? Raise your hand if you want access to the new marketplace. I've got links. This is a weird one, huh? Some interesting ones. Fade is obviously an ambient pack, huh? These are actually feeling a little bit more tame than the last few packs they've put out for it. Unknown, do you have the first Massive? The original Massive? This one's interesting. Yes, the... All right, so new marketplace is... We're going to call this alpha access for people that are visiting right now. But everything is fully functional. You've tried using it? Kind of have an idea? Okay, cool. Cracked version. Well, not to jump around too much, but let me sign in here. Concept of the marketplace is, well, if you're new to the community, if you rewind going back to like 2010, I first worked on getting the ADSR marketplace built with Steve Folds. It started out as just massivesynth.com, and like over the years we built it up into ADSRsounds.com, and then the creating network, and then the mentorship network for Pure Mind, and then Audio Design Desk, which is a DAW that's sound design built, or a DAW that's built for sound design specifically, so intended to be putting sound to picture in an entirely new and much more efficient way. And now this, which is kind of the world's first dedicated marketplace for sound design. So sound intended for screen, or at least bringing a lot more cinematic quality to music making, if that is your thing. But it's got a few of the AI tools that we've built over the past few years incorporated in here already, and you'll see those evolve over time. There's some stem splitting. There's a studio in here where you can also upload your own audio and then augment, remix, and extend. In there, you also have access a bit to our image generation tool, because you can create images just on the fly for your playlists or the songs or sounds that you're creating, whatever. And then there's also a drive component, which allows you, it's kind of like a Dropbox, sort of. It allows you to store your essential files, collaborate with others, that type of thing, in a secure way. So it's a bit more robust than the traditional marketplace model. And then over time, you'll see us incorporate third-party stuff more and more and more. So similar to how inside of Audio Design Desk, you can already access your different accounts for the different online libraries, for instance, like Epidemic or Artlist or whatever. Here, you'll also be able to then start making purchases from folks that you might already be familiar with as we onboard them. So keep an eye out for that. There will be a music subscription coming soon. It'll be kind of in a similar vein to what you're seeing with other models that have been like immensely popular, but something a bit more artist friendly, something to level the playing field a bit more. ADSR, the online mag from the UK. Well, ADSR is in ADSR Sounds, the independent marketplace. We built that in, well, we started building it in 2010. And why are you not loading? Oh, there you are. I think we probably like officially launched it in like 2012, because in 2010 we were still massivesynth.com, and then we started building it out to, you know, fmsynth.com and kontakttutorials.com and reaktortutorials.com, all of the NI stuff, and then we consolidated into one big thing. But anyway, that's a totally different topic. This is the same kind of footprint, with a big modern spin, right? With a big futuristic spin, but it's all intended for screen, right? So sound design in the traditional sense. So anyway, for those that are interested, you've got access here. And yeah, Attack Mag. Yeah, oh, classic. Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyway, for those who are interested, you can browse freely, and if you're looking to sign up, you can hit me up. I got a little coupon code for you if you're into it. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, not that it's like a household name, but I feel like ADSR has had such a huge impact that most people that are out there downloading sounds and whatnot are aware of ADSR. All right, so anyway, we are back over here. We're going to make some new stuff. And let me just think through the offerings currently here and just make a decision about something. Oh, we could do something like deeper. Because that kind of bridges the gap between like real cinematic and like everyday electronic. Do something like that. We could just do like a second Shapeshifters volume, because that is hugely powerful and popular. Might want to do that. It'd be pretty big. I've avoided doing it because I'm not really ready to say goodbye to the Sound Freaks label yet. And I think if I put out a new volume of the Shapeshifters, that's exactly what it would be. It would be saying goodbye to the Sound Freaks label. I think that's what it would be. But maybe we're just there. Maybe that's just where we are. Decisions. Oh, yeah, you know, that's how we started ADSR. Well, now we're going to get all nostalgic. But for the first couple years, it was nothing but tutorials. Like, all I did was write tutorials for like all day, every day. That is getting back there, though. Okay, well, now that I've thought through this a bit, I feel like I want to I want to do a couple of things. One, I want to probably make the next pack a serum pack. But I think what I'm going to do in regards to the Massive X stuff is I'm going to incorporate it into this other hit list that I just got this morning of packs that need to be made. Atmospheres, Brahms, Creature Vocals, Downshifters, Epic Trailer Hits, Fully SFX, Impacts, Pads, Reverses, Rhythmic Toppers, Stingers, Subbooms, Subrumbles, Suckbacks, Swells, Textures, Whooshes. I feel like out of this list, Massive X would be really great for the Downshifters, some Stingers, maybe some Subrumbles, some Textures. Yeah, I just don't see it as a big mover in regards to a tool that people are actually going to buy presets for, because it's historically an intimidating synth for folks and just underrepresented. I think kind of similar to how Massive was for quite a while, but look how that turned out, right? Okay, well, now that I've thought through all of that out loud, just going through your bookmark forgotten folder and plenty of ADSR logo titles in there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a back pocket essential for a lot of folks still. All right, so all that said, the Shapeshifter pack was hugely popular, and probably the reason why is because it was so holistic. So maybe we make something that's kind of holistic. Hmm. I've just been enjoying the themed packs lately. Let's do... Let's just start with something simple and see where we end up going. We're going to start with the sine wave here. Let's go this guy here. All right, let's see if we can just blend this whole wavetable here. Crossfade on this whole guy. Okay, here's an interesting idea. We randomize an LFO. We pick a different spot every single time we trigger. In this guy, we make this a fairly tight pluck. We keep one waveform in a static position underneath. So half of the sound is kind of shifting every single time the sound is triggered, kind of making a chimera effect. Kind of an interesting one. Let's just see what that would look like here. I do have a bunch. Let's do this rhythm guy here. And we're going to go ahead and assign that. ahead and we'll bring this down here. All right, so that'll cause some interesting little phasey things to happen. So let's go ahead and bring our shape to this guy here. Yo, Blazin', how you doing, homie? All right, that might be enough weirdness being introduced for this to become cool. All right, let's give this thing a quick little envelope. It's going to be a little bit slower. Than the main amp envelope. I'm doing all right, Blazin'. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to figure out what to make next in regards to a release for the community. I just turned in something last week and it was met with this big list of stuff they want in return. Like more packs. And before I start in on all of that, I want to release something new for all y'all. So I'm just trying to figure out what that is. And I'm thinking that it might be a new serum pack with some kind of spin-off sample pack from it. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out exactly what that is. Something interesting and weird is all I'm deciding. I know, go figure, they want more. I know. This is sounding nice. Let's get a little chorus in here too. Oh, right there. All right, let's get, if we could just push this feedback just a little bit. So maybe what we could do is just put this envelope 2 onto our feedback as well and just push this so it has a little peak that starts to get out of control and then it gets yanked back in. Oh, that little pitch bend in the end there. All right, let's just open up the filter here. Oh gosh. What if this actually opens up to that point? This is like some Sophie. Ah! Unknown saying, if not sure what to design, I got a patch for you that I've been pulling my hair out over. What's the sound? Go ahead, put a little example in the chat or in the Discord or something. This needs just a little extra wonk, don't you think? If we take the BPM off and take this way down. like into the nether regions here. Okay, now this is a stereo split delay thing, so this is going to be a little weird. I'm going to start extending the feedback, and we're going to start to get a little comb filter kind of effect here. Something that's different in each ear. Let's just dial this in. Oh, that's really weird. Blazin, it's funny that you say that. Blazin saying, not gonna lie, some of y'all sound designers need to make some mods for games, especially sci-fi and apocalyptic ones. Yeah, so one of the things on tap is a whole new sci-fi series, similar to the Cinematic Essentials, but it just basically called the Sci-Fi Essentials, probably, which I think would probably be hugely popular in general. Yeah. Ooh. See, that's a nice little future of gaming right there, right? To mod your games with custom sounds and stuff. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Like that right there is probably something that people would sink more money into uh than weapon mods even. You know what I mean? Just because like in the like skins and stuff. Like just in the sense that you're going to hear this on blast repeatedly ad nauseum. You know what I mean? Like you might as well get sounds that are actually like aligned with what you can handle. You know what I mean? Oh, this is so interesting and colorful. This might get a little painful, so I'm going to turn this down. We're going to go into multiband here and take down these highs. We're going to take down our threshold so we can start to hear this. And let's put a filter. I guess we'll put the filter after for right now. Oh gosh, it's still so sharp. It's still so sharp. Let's put this in front. Oh, this is such a wild, weird one. Oh. Yo, Boke. How you doing? Right? Skins are okay, but honestly, sounds are really visceral responses to sounds in immersive situations is everything. Like it's everything, right? Just like think about the number of games that you've played where this tiny little background sound, it clues you into something really important happening, like your imminent death, right? And also that there's a creature right behind you, right? But like some of those moments, they like really get you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, the stream died. Oh no. It's back now though. Oh, well, at least we're back. Yeah, Liv, I was just telling them that I played quite a bit of Minecraft over the 4-day break with Nico, and I came back kind of in a video game Minecraft kind of state of mind, and um, trying to figure out what to make while in this headspace is a pretty interesting thing. Boke, yeah, we can listen to some of your sound effects for sure. Blazin says, okay, I heard very little of your statement because I got the circle of death. Oh no. Oh, Liv says, the worst thing that ever happened to Minecraft was when they got rid of the original music and sound effects. Oh man. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Why Beats, welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, absolutely. C418's original score is the best. Absolutely. Yeah. We might do a little bit of feedback. We were just about to listen to some new sounds from Boke Nero, so if you want to toss something in, we can do that. Score, no, but the sounds can be better. I feel that, Blazin. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, anyone that's played a game for a really long time and is like really in love with it would probably be interested in hearing new sounds, just like getting new ringtones or alarm sounds or whatever on your cell phone because you've been with it for such a long time and you're ready for something new. You know what I mean? Been playing Minecraft for like 15 years. Maybe you want a different sound when you get a diamond pickaxe. You know what I mean? Maybe it should sparkle a little more. I don't know. That being said, though, thinking about the bigger games, like the online games, especially like Fortnite and stuff like that, you got these multiplayer games and whatnot. Imagine um, when your weapon has just a superior splat or zap. Like what that would do in the social circles. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Playing since 2013, some new sounds would be awesome. Yeah, it's yeah, no diss on the sounds that have been there since 2013. It's just that you're ready for something new. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Liv. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So you've got like, oh, I've got these credits and I'm going to spend them on a new skin for my weapon or a new pair of pants, which largely makes absolutely zero difference in the gameplay. Um, and you sub a sound instead. Now it makes no difference in the physical makeup of the gameplay, but the satisfaction in the gameplay could be quite a bit different. Oh, pretty impactful. I could see it working. I bet they've already started talking about it. I'm sure. Yeah. Um. So, Boke, I'm not sure if you've already dropped something or not, but let me know in the chat when you have. And I've just realized that earlier I deleted all of my um, reactor tracks from my morning sprint over here, and that I need to put something back in. Cool. Now we have something to listen to for just one moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to go hit the bathroom. And we'll listen to some stuff. I'm back. Blaze saying even the UI got replaced, but it made a difference and was massively impactful. Now to make the other sounds would be more crunchier, just better in my ears. Like netherite sword should be beefier than a wooden sword. The campfire should sound a bit more real. The brewing stand should have bubbling sounds coming from it when it's active. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I concur. I think that it just makes for a richer gameplay experience, and allowing people to turn on or off their custom sound ability would solve the problem immediately for those who just like the classic experience. Yeah. And honestly, that it would even solve the problem that Liv brought up, right? Like the original sound and music, like that could just be a mod, right? Like switch to the OG sound. Yeah, I could see it. Now that we've all said all of this out loud, it kind of seems really silly for them not to do this. Time to make it so. All right, so let's see here. Did Boke post something for us? Yes, he did. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to turn this noise off. Discord is down? Is it? I don't know. I see it. Yeah, we're going to listen to Boke. We're going to listen to some sounds that he sent in and let him know what we think of those. In UK it is... Oh, that sucks. Why beats? We might be. If I can figure out what I'm going to make, we'll switch to Macon. Making bacon. Again on this one. This one, the sounds are good, but it feels a little flat to me. It feels like there's some mid-high range presence that needs to be accented, and some kind of muddiness that's removed, probably around like 250, like 100 to 250, 100 to 350, somewhere in there. And then a bump. It could start as low as 1K, but go as high as 6K, somewhere in there. Some saturation finish, right? Targeting higher frequencies, but carving out some of the mid-low frequencies that are causing the kind of gauze over the top of it. All right, let's see what the second one's all about. I like this one. I kind of wish this shatter effect had kind of a longer thing going on. Just one sec here. Like it lines up visually just great. It's just that I wish it lasted just a little bit longer. It's cool. I like this. I like the sounds that you've got in here. I don't know about this this prolonged pitch drop while we're ascending though. Like it felt cool while we portaled into this maneuver, but keeping it going, I think, is kind of taking away from the impact that it has. Yeah, there's just so much sub presence here still, that like when that hit is first hitting our ears, it's not as impactful. I think I'd remove all of that sub presence. Let it feel like it's just air going all the way up, and maybe even put in some ruffling textile, a little bit of cloth kind of ruffling, like as a like a greater bit of presence. What just happened there? Get back into full screen here. Yeah, all the other things in here I really, really like. I like all the tonal qualities of the atmospheric stuff too. The last one, they told me to go crazy. Unknown says, almost sounds like it's been kissed with a vocoder. Yeah, I hear that. Ooh. Liv says, Twitter's been down to a cyber attack. That's not going to happen anymore. It's going to happen a lot more. Love this. I love this. I do want there to be more of a inferno kind of feeling when he's completely surrounded by flame versus when there's just like a little bit of it. So building upon what you already have there, I think, is the way to do it, right? Allowing the layers kind of build as you're seeing it come out visually. So it kind of really ultimately dominates everything. And right now, I feel like it's just been kind of in its singular form, kind of increased in intensity, which makes it feel like it doesn't quite measure up to what's happening in the expansion visually. Let's listen to this one more time here. So here, again, the use of the sub bass kind of continually, I would cut out almost all of it and use it only at these really specific points, like to accent the transients and the power up or power down or the delivery of something, but the continual sustained sub frequencies really kind of dull us to their overall impact over time. And it's also creating this obfuscation to the rest of your sound. It feels like a lot of your stuff is kind of behind a blanket or like behind a curtain almost, and it can be lifted. Like right here. That also felt like it was running through some sort of a filter. I saw Unknown say it sounded like it was going through a vocoder. Like we're hearing a restricted frequency range in this little section here. This like guttural howl kind of thing, this I'd bring that up as kind of like a forecasting agent for the mayhem that's about to come, and like these really tight FM windups in here. Yeah, if each one of those sounds was individually kind of processed, and we can lose the clip effect that everything is the compression that everything is running into. If we can lose that, because our peaks are up here, so we're never actually hearing our peaks, they're hitting this compression wall. I think those two things combined would make this feel really over the top. really, really nice use of like the extremes, those sustained extremes. It's really good. I like it. It's Putin. Bug says the last impact is just a super distorted sine base, just pure distortion, saturated it to death to keep like small harmonics and hard clip it and then slap like a million OTTs on it. Yeah, the compression is making it feel like it's not going somewhere, like it's just super contained. So if you want it to feel like it actually does break out at some point, that downward compression needs to turn into an upward kind of expansive thing where we get to hear all of those peaks for a split. It's good stuff, Boke. Oh, I'm already here. I just need to go to public feedback. Controller. You're welcome, Boke. Yo, what's up, Ben? How you doing, nanowires? Good weekend? All right, unknown. Assuming that you are controller, let's do this.
Still think about me, I'm thinking about you.
I like this vibe. I really, really like this vibe. Watch the dragging of sub frequencies into the side channels. It's fun to hear the bass move around like that, but it is also kind of detrimental to the mix at points too. So do some mid-side EQing there. So anything that traipses over into the side channels loses their lowest frequencies, and then you won't have that sub build up and drag and stuff. Be aware of resonance, accents, and filter sweeps. So if you've got a little bit of resonance, even if it's just 10%, watch it, because when you get up to those higher frequencies or down into those lower frequencies, you're increasing the volume by 10% of those things. So LUFS, it's a little loud throughout, but around 145, it kind of hits these peaks where it's like, okay, I feel like we got to bring this down a little bit because we're affecting the integrity of the overall sound holistically here. So I'd bring down the LUFS, bring the limiting down a bit, and get rid of that little bit of rattle. 205, this really interesting hybrid moment here. I think the synth wants a little less beefiness in the mid lows and a little bit more accent around 750 or so. I think it's a bit of a tilt maneuver, right? You want to bring a little bit more clarity to that synth, I think, and let a little bit more of that sizzle out. It's going to tickle the ears and feel right. And then lastly, is this the right BPM? I'm not sure. If it was just a few steps slower, I'm kind of wondering what we'd feel about that. It might translate as like in the pocket, you know? Yeah, and Liv is saying, I wonder if there's a way you could make the dynamics a little more interesting in that spot. Nano says it's catchy, needs more energy. Boke says it's a simple garage track. Garage is all about clever, subtle dynamic work in order to make those simple bits hit so hard. Yeah, okay, so playing with the positive and negative and just the idea of less is more and allowing individual items to stick through just a little bit more and have a little bit less competition behind them in a couple of key moments. I think that would probably kind of flex the production skills in such a way that you can basically say, like, hey, I could be more minimal or a little less busy or a little more focused in any one of these spots if I really want it to be. But if the luffs come down, then everything feels a little less pushed in general. So when you're feeling that, you might feel a little bit of inspiration bubbling of what might, what should be there in place of that loudness. Boke is looking for a car, you guys. Boke is currently driving a 91 Toyota Land Cruiser, and it's not good to drive in downtown. So they're asking for input here. I tossed out, hey, what about a Prius or maybe like a Hyundai or something? Spend less on gas, low overhead. Boke Santa's think about a Volvo V70 2006. Been in a few. They got a lot of space and overall good car, but steering radius sucks. Yeah, and they also do suck up a lot of gas for what it's worth. Staying away from Subarus, they're fuel hogs. Yeah, Volvos are beasts because as long as you take care of them, they will run forever. How do you do that? Zin is here. What's that, Zim Drag? You're late. How do you do that? Which question? The luffs, the loudness? Told the high frequency should be more present. I agree. It's at 140. Should do 138 because trance. Oh, okay. I'm just getting caught up with the chat here. Y Beats is saying, I'm new to this. I've been doing this for 4 months. STP! How you doing, homie? Happy Monday to you. Saying, hi, Omis. I hope you enjoyed your time off, Chris. Welcome back. Thank you, sir. Had a nice little 4-day break with the kiddo. Yeah, Y Beats. You know what? I'll stick this in a thread for you. There's unknown. It's a nice handle there. Oh. Y Beats is asking, "Hey, is it worth releasing?" Yeah, clean up those things, and then release it. I think you might have, like others have pointed out, like one more little point of interest in this track would be interesting. Whether it could be a call and response kind of a thing. It could be an augmentation, like a change over time with the characteristics of one of the main voices in the track. Something for us to follow long term. Another thing I often toss out as uh, things that can help long and short term change over time. So, long term example would be a filter cutoff modulation that's running on one or a few elements in the mix in tandem, and it opens and closes a small and subtle amount. But that disclosure happens over the period of like 16 to 32 bars or something like that, right? So it's something that's happening over a longer period of time. So it's carving out competition, basically, and adding interest in different places. So, and then short-term modulation control would be something like adding a little vibrato to something, or um, having like a 2-bar or 4-bar filter cutoff automation on something, right? It could be something as substantial as the drums to really shake things up, or it could be something as simple as a pad, right? To make people more aware of those more supportive elements. Blazen says, as much as I want to make fun of a Prius, it is rather fuel efficient. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. We've had one Prius in the rotation here for many years now, ever since we came back from Thailand. So, and they are incredibly dependable. Incredibly dependable. They're not like the sexiest vehicle on the road, but they are incredibly dependable. Nate, hello. How are you? Oh, you dropped something for feedback. Excellent, dude. Yeah, we'll listen to that. Yeah. All right, let's listen to this one from Unknown. This is from Jay Bish, 10 hours too late. Yeah, Unknown. I think this is pretty solid, honestly. I think it fits with the rapper's voice, and I think that mostly what I want is a little bit more pop from it, right? Like a finishing agent for the entire thing. You might be able to even saturate the entire track, like the entire beat, and see how the whole thing kind of blossoms for you. But there is this kind of tipping point that you're going to reach where there's going to be this certain kind of hum in that 808. And there's going to be an edge to that snare. The hats are going to feel a little bit more well defined. And each one of those things is just a small amount of harmonic information that's missing right now. So I would hit that with some saturation personally. Make sure that your low end cutoff is set to around 45 hertz, 12 dB per octave. So there isn't too much rumble in there, but you maintain what you've got in there already. When you do that, it's going to make the low end come out the speakers just a little bit more readily, right? So it might seem a little hot down low. You might need to adjust your 808 down just a little bit after you move that cutoff up. Lastly, because the vocals need to stay up on top of everything, when you find that sweet spot with your saturation on your beat, you might need to do something similar for the vocals because you will be beefing up the sounds in your mix from the center out, right? So they'll all feel a little bit more bold, right? Might need to do the same thing with the vocals here. Because right now it feels like they're sitting just under the beat and they really need to be up on top of the beat. And I feel like it's gonna be a difference of several dBs. But what you don't want is to use anything that's going to actually affect the timbre of the vocals. You might want to use something like a limiter. Honestly, I would use this. There's this guy called the BX True Peak Limiter. It's from Brainworks. If you have something like this, use it. The reason why I would recommend this specifically is it does give you this kind of width control. And for the vocals, it would be super nice, right? It adds just a little bit of width. You can set a ceiling, and then you can push your decibel level past its normal loudness point without introducing a bunch of chaos that you don't want that comes with other limiters. Oh, why beats? I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing your question about the modulation stuff. I will show you that. Ooh, STP. Giving some good car advice. Yeah. Ooh, Voke is saying, I really don't know how it is everywhere else in the world, but currently Estonia wants to go green. Only electric cars and benefits if you get one. If you tried to get a petrol car, you got to pay a big price just to register it in your name. You also have to pay annual fees twice a year. Yeah, I believe it. Like the planet's falling apart. Yeah, music here is great. Community's awesome. Mondays are super chill. Look who's here. Respect the Gazelle. Welcome in, Prox. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. Folks, as I make house and garage maybe collab sometime. I'm not that active in music right now, but we could do something. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, man. Blazin says, I hate having to wait out storms in Fallout 4. But when you can't see, but like maybe 5 to 10 feet in front of you moving around really isn't smart. Yeah, right. Doing all right, Prox. Doing all right. Boop right back to you. Thank you, Boke. Thank you. Let's listen to this thing from Nate, and then I'm going to talk about those modulation questions that came up in the chat, because I know that Nate is probably on the clock here. So, Nate says, music for a dark but wide open underground pipes, really wondering if the Blue Man Group style trombone is a little intense, or if that intensity keeps the character well or not. SoundCloud picture is actual footage of me. Enjoy. Excellent. I think we're doing a little bit of feedback procs. I was struggling to figure out exactly what I'm going to make for the next community release. So I wasn't making much progress while I was dinking around in the synths a bit ago. So that's where we are with that. All right, let's listen to what Nate is making. This is, again, we're looking, this one's a dark, wide open underground pipe realm that he's making this for, so. All right, I need to listen to more of this here. Okay, yeah, it's these tubes pre 25 seconds in the intro. These guys. They feel like they're in a different space and that they're pushed a little bit too far back to not have the brain call phooey on them. So reposition those. Like the wet dry balance I think is off. It should be a bit more dry to bring them a bit more forward. The theremin. If the theremin was just a little bit to one side instead of the middle, then I think it feels like these tube plucks, smacks, whatever, are actually the main focal point of this whole thing. There's this lurking, it's like kind of a zithery, kind of sizzly, kind of a thin metal string back here. It can come up. It could just be like an acoustic guitar, kind of high string or something, but that can come up as a character. These little runs in these plugs are great. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like Gerudo Desert area in like Skyward Swordish kind of era Zelda. These little perk clacks that are popping off, 134, 140, 147, etc. Each one of those, a little bit more space on them, I think. And a little bit more presence. There's this sliding metal sound that can come up. These little mechanical bits are awesome. I think there's one at 150, but it's looping. It's something that's persistent in the loop. That can come up. Yeah, so these little incidental sounds, I think, are kind of key. Moving that theremin out of center just a little bit, I think, will help keep the tubes as your main focal point too. And of course, it's Nate. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Liv. Yeah. Hmm. 25 to 30 tracks, 150 sound effects for this thing. Got me like, also, what's this game? Hmm. Nate is asking, too far back, noted, maybe a sidechain situation, or should I just cut the EQ? I think it's more of a wet-dry balance thing than anything else. It's more of a proximity perception thing. Yeah, shout out to the Phrygian. Okay, good. I'm glad all this is vibing with you. Meant for the theremin. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know that it needs to be sidechained, and I'm not sure that it's an EQ cut. I think it's more of a pan position. I think it's more of it's in the center right now, and if it was moved to the left or the right, it would feel like it's kind of back in the room and tucked just to one side or the other of the main element that we're supposed to be taking or paying attention to. That's my takeaway on that one. I need coffee too. I should take more sips of this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. Nate, it's really good to hear you, man. It's always good to hear you. Have a delay on the minor harpsichord. Oh, well, that could be it. Also, that is exactly what I was hearing before, is that harpsichord string in there. Absolutely. That can come up in presence. Oh, nice. Liv is sharing coffee. Don't want to overclutter. Yeah, I don't think it's overcluttered. I think it's actually really nice. Prox is saying, curious, is there a good spot to drop some Ableton device chains I've been making for the PDX Techno Discord? It's 2 kick rumble tools, making stock effects I've made. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for the biddies, dude. Mandolin up a bit more, says STP1. I would agree. That is a good question. You could put it in the send in sounds in the general area. And you can ping the channel in there if you want to. I'm fine with that. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, what is this? A little Ard lap time, shall we? Older garage track. Someone actually used this in their set, he says. Oh, let's listen. This one's called Time. Nate, it's okay. It's okay. Apology accepted for never calling, never writing. And let me turn that right back around on you. I apologize for never calling, never writing. So I love you, homie. We will catch up eventually. It's all good. Proud of you.
You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. Just waste my time. I don't give me time.
Yeah, this is neat, Liv. I love all the art lab stuff. Your take on Garage is one of my faves. Absolutely. Really good attention management, right? Right? Yeah. Just really good use of time and space as well. Fitting in the different phone rings, the different pan positions, for instance. It's really good. Its kick is like cotton. Yeah, this is fun. I always feel like both energized and refreshed after hearing your stuff. It is true. Not blowing smoke. It is true. Use of time, like the title. Yes, yes. Yes, absolutely. It was brilliant use of time. Absolutely. Brock says, here's a hot mess from last night. Been playing with Foley and home recordings, trying to get some sort of sequence out of it. Not sure if I want to continue this concept. It's feeling kind of goofy and busy. So it's called Breen. What just happened? Um, what just happened? I want to hear. Yeah, I hear the dot matrix printer. Yeah, like I can. I don't want this to go away. I want I want to hear more of this. I feel like we've just entered a device though. Like it starts in one place and then we're like we're taken through a SCSI cable into your printer or something. And I kind of want to see the Max Headroomish kind of uh, video that goes with this. Can we just hear the beginning of this again? Yeah, not the SCSI cable. Yeah, it is the SCSI cable, I'm pretty sure. This is the one part that kind of drags for me in these in like there's this intro part where it feels like we're coming online kind of a thing. And then right after this it feels like I've been taken into the Matrix or something. All of this feels really, really good in comparison to that one spot where I was like, this kind of drags for me. And I'm thinking it might just be the crunchiness of it, like the mechanical nature of it. It feels it's kind of right, you know? Yeah, no change up in the sextant's second 16 bar chunk. Just decided to hit the space bar and said, Kate, that's good at the end. Yeah. 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 Okay, so as a theme, I like this part. Like I do like this being inside of the device. Like if you had some speak and spell samples in there, it'd be great. Or in that voice anyway. Um, and it would also be cool. And maybe this is just like me getting a little too wacky on a Monday, but it would be kind of cool if like those little vocal uh, elements actually affected the entirety of the mix. Like, okay, time to slow down, and it just drops in BPM, or let's go back and just like a quick little reverse to something. Make the speak and spell transport bar. Take people on some sort of a weird ride where you're going to take them forward and back and left and right, and you are in control, and then you end it. Kind of like a dot matrix printer, like maybe get a little servo action in there in the beat. You can find lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of those from me over here. Do you guys want access? You guys want access to the new marketplace? Because here you go. And also, if you want, there's like a place in here somewhere. If you poke around enough, there's a place to enter like a coupon code when you're signing up or something. And if you enter the code, what is it? What is it? It's like, what is the code? I have a code. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for this. It's, what is it? Oh, I think I remember it. It's Alpha 25. There you go. Get back to where I was. Okay, so the reason why I brought that up is if you pull up Servo in here, in this little marketplace, you'll find tons and tons of stuff. And I bet if you were to toss just a couple into one of these beats, or under the beat, behind the beat, somewhere, there's lots and lots and lots. Although these, the raw recordings aren't quite as great as if you can get... Oh, I can't do that? I can't just look up me? Just go find the pack really quick. So many packs, you guys. Oh, robot movement. This is the one. Those are large. We want little. You probably already hear it in your mind's ear. Little guys like this. Toss a couple of little things in there. I bet it'd be so much fun. Boke says, most of Ohm's sounds are calm. I feel like Ohm is sacred to use anything distortion related. I need that crunch. Oh, Boke, you have not been tuning into all of my sounds then. A lot of my stuff is just super crispy. If you go in here in the marketplace and just click on my face and then just start scrolling through different types of sounds, you'll find some interesting things in here. You want me to show you? I'll show you a little bit. A lot of horror stuff in here for you, Boke. There's music in here. There's lots of music making elements in here. Toppers. Feedback. There's in-your-face stuff like some jump scares. Cyborg suckbacks. Big ol' hits. Yeah, UI dings. Everything in between. Bode symbols. Lots of drones. Oh, yay, Proxima. I'm just reading your comment here. As per Omi's suggestion, I've been looking into Heist. It's an open source framework for building VSTs. I have a few goofy ideas for it. Nice. Nice. All right, yeah, so you guys, the link that I dropped in the chat will get you access to the marketplace. It's not fully available for the rest of the public yet, so you can have at it. I also put in a coupon code there to get you started. It's like, I don't know, 250 free tokens or something like that. So you just go in there and just start downloading a bunch of stuff, and not have to worry about paying for it. It's just going to improve over time. You're just going to see lots and lots of stuff added, including different third-party partners and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. There's some of the AI tools that we built over the past few years are embedded in here in various ways. But you guys can now have access to like Hollywood quality sound design. Boom. In a marketplace. Boom. Without having to buy an entirely huge pack and break the bank, you can go in there and buy one individual sound if you want to. Just the only one that you want. So there you go. There you go. We're trying to do the same thing for music production that we did when we built ADSR. We're trying to do it for sound design. So you guys can go check it out. Let me know what you think. Did we have something else in here? We had another thing from OhmLab in here. Ooh. And we have another prox in here. Let's listen to this. This is another 1-year-old OhmLab here called Believe in Me with Kate Wild.
Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly if you don't believe in me. Don't you be like that? I will love you forever if you don't believe in me. Tell me how you do it, 'cause I wanna get to know you better,
Oh. Yeah, dude, OhmLab, it's just great. I mean, all of your garage stuff is just great. Seriously. You were cracked back then. Seriously, it all really vibes with me. All of it does. All of it does. It's great. I love just the playful nature of all of it. You're cracked now, folk. Prox is back saying this is Global Reset's remix competition on the 18th, taking it as an opportunity to make stuff that's not my usual sound. The original track is here. All right, let's listen to this.
Work this pussy, you big ugly ass son of a bitch.
All right. Got to be honest, in the beginning, I was like, I'm not sure that this kick is really doing it for me. But as this track progressed, I was like, I see why this kick is here now. Because if you had put a smaller kick in there, it would not have stood up to any of this madness that was coming. This was really interesting. Like the kind of hyperactive mode that we get into around 115 or so. Really carries like a ton of energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is the OG kick, right? Yeah, definitely sucked in and locked in, right? Absolutely. Okay, so this thing that happens here at around 56 seconds here, I just get the few seconds leading up to it here. I feel like everything kind of takes a turn here, and it all feels a bit more open, like creatively, right? Um, I love the interrupting drum fill, like the, oh, wait, not quite, wait, maybe here, oh, there we go, boom. Yeah, and then everything that happens at 1:15 and after uh, feels very locked in. And there's definitely this kind of playfulness that wasn't there in the first half of the song that is there in the second half of the song, where I'm down here with the resonant squiggles here. If we get over to here. And needle dropping in this spot makes me realize that there's work to be done here on the mix because it feels kind of withheld, right?
Work this pussy, you big ugly ass son of a bitch.
I'm trying to think of a way that can make this even more impactful, and it might be that it's like a suck back into silence instead of the ambience. We go back and listen to that.
Work this pussy, you big ugly ass son of a bitch.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that moment would be more impactful and more in your face without the little noise stuff in there, kind of pulling you away from it, or like kind of softening the blow in a way. I would almost rather just be confronted square on. You know what I mean? This is a fun one. Yeah. Yeah, because it does. It feels almost kind of confrontational in that second, right? Boke Nero asking OhmLab, do you want old UK garage or bass house? Toss the bass house in there. Last couple were garage. Yeah, drop everything out and just like force us to face this thing head on and make it a little bit more polarizing, I think. Yeah. Ooh, and just like that, down with the old, in with the new. All right, we're going to listen to one from Exophonic, and then we're going to close out with Boke. Oh, bass house. Flip it up a bit. But first, we're going to listen to Exophonic. One called Dreams of Regret, saying, I just got finished drafting this thing out. This is for a full track giveaway I did. It's yet to get vocals, and yeah, I know it's got no room in some places. Overbuilt to cut away later. They asked for a denba style track, which is a Japanese genre known for insanity like this. Excellent. Let's listen to this then, shall we? This one has been a doozy, you say. It's not really mixed. Excellent. Oh, Blazin', if you want to be heard, you can put one in too. And if it's being weird, you can drop a link right in the chat if you want. We'll close out with you. All right. I like this 106. Maybe if you layer in like a, like a some sort of a winner bell, whether it be like some sort of high score thing or like a high score on a pinball machine would be really nice, maybe because you've got the extra like flapper sounds in there as well as the ding 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 ding, and you can hear you can almost feel the lights. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you were to layer something like that into the ramp up there at 106, I think that'd be a really nice little addition to what's already there. Love the little downward pitch bends at 155. I feel like overall the mix, because I love the palette of sounds and I love your orchestration, your arrangement, everything is great. I think overall the mix wants a little bit more clarity and presence in the mid highs, so a little bit more sparkle, if you will. I dig the light, energetic feels throughout this thing. So I kind of want the energy in the mix to match that of the energy in the arrangement and the palette that you've chosen to work with, right? So there's a couple of things that you could do there. There could be a couple of chime runs or sweeps at a couple of points where you're just lacking luster. It doesn't have to be at a point of transition or in any point that needs like a fill, but something that can kind of like with a paintbrush, just kind of like add some upper harmonics here, right? So a little bit more kind of like playful accenting might help. And then also just a little bit of EQ work to help bring a little bit more brightness to those upper frequencies and carve out just a little bit around like maybe 250 and 350 respectively in a couple of different places. And that would just be to kind of lighten the load, right? It feels like some of the sounds have just a little bit too much gravity or like bottom end to them. So if you shave off just the smallest amount there, it's going to make the whole thing feel just a little bit more nimble and up. No, take care, homie. Oh, Wolf Asylum might be dropping a new tune as well. No, I didn't think it was a bit too much. Actually, I thought that you did a pretty good job of balancing the much many characters all in play at once. It's not easily done, and I felt like you kept the kawaii intact. There was definitely a cuteness that ran through it. Yeah, yeah. Word. Bogue. Actually, this is hard. Blah. There we go. All right, this was made for a DJ who is also from Estonia, 2 years old. Little bass house.
Into my dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed, with my eyes closed. I could dance 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 with my eyes closed.
Yes, even iPhone. Yes, yes. Your Finder script is done running. Boke, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. We're now going to listen to something from Wolfie. Wolfie's been cranking it out lately. In fact, if Wolfie, you would like to drop a link in the chat to your Bandcamp, you absolutely can. This one is called the Ionospheric Scintillator. Yeah, some fun textures in this one. Wolfie's saying this one isn't sounding quite right on Discord either, so I'm going to listen to it here. This is not a remaster, it's just the silly naming structure I have here, he says. Okay, so this is going to sound different than what we just heard. So I'm going to say this is at 0:35, just to give you a timestamp here. Yeah, you're right. There is a quality difference in the audio replay between Bandcamp and Discord here. Dude, the eyeballs and the art are nuts. They're great. At 35 seconds, these two bass lines you have cooking here, if you have the plucked one down a bit while the lead is happening, it's going to help us focus on the lead more. I wanted more of the lead throughout, so I feel like that needs to come up above everything else. And there were a few different volume mix things in this that I wish were different, because I can't hear some of the things that I wish I could hear with great clarity. I think that those are the things to focus on in those moments. Just kind of following the linear journey of each element in the mix. It feels like I'm supposed to be following those specific things. So there is some kind of focusing of attention that I would want in this track that have that kind of centers around volume levels, and that's it. The static and the noise texture that you have running throughout this thing is great. It feels really, really satisfying on the ears. All right, so there's this chirp sound. It's popping off. You can hear it pretty clearly at 304. It runs throughout, but you can hear it really clearly at 304 on the sides, and I think it can come down several dB. There's a couple of other sounds that are similar in nature, how they kind of pull our focus off to the side while there is an active lead element that is supposed to be leading us forward at the same time, to where if we brought the sides down just a little bit, now it's kind of this this secondary thread, right, that's running alongside of the lead element, instead of it feeling like there's this contrary thing or this other interest element pulling us in a different direction. And it's just a matter of a volume difference between those two things. At 437, at this lower level here from the rest of the mix, we're able to hear more clearly this little lead element. So not saying that we have to bring everything down to that level, but we do want to have the level of that lead, I think, come up a bit so we can hear it more readily throughout, because it's doing some really cool stuff there. Your girlfriend did the artwork. Nice, nice. Yeah, this is fun. I actually like the way that the artwork vibes with the kind of really spread feel of these high sparkly little synths and the dueling bass line thing. It feels like I don't know. I like the art. There's some kind of like above and below kind of feel here to this, which I'm feeling in the art as well. I mean, in the music as well. Wolf, see, okay, yeah, so interesting. Yeah, you're hearing a very different version from on stream versus over there. Interesting. Yeah, it's so good to hear your stuff in different situations, so you get a bigger picture perspective on it for sure. Yeah, man. Hope you're doing well over there in Australia. Doing all right over here in Oregon. It's kind of overcast right now, but spring has been making its way back here. We've got flowers poking up out of the soil, and we've got sunshine coming back. It's been nice. It's been really nice. All right, kitty cats, it is that time. We're actually just a little bit over, so I am going to see who is streaming right now. We can go raid them. And then we will reconvene here in 2 days' time on Wednesday, aka Hump Day, and we will do it all again. I'll be more productive, probably. We'll call it a production stream, and I'll probably be more productive and maybe a little less chatty. Let's see here. Who is up? Let's go see Decipher. I appreciate you guys. And between now and Wednesday, if you could just stay inspired and keep making awesome stuff, that would be great. We'll pick back up there on the flip. And see you then. Take care. Bye. Thanks for hanging. See ya.